Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th and final round of the PDGA Professional Disc Golf World Championships presented by Grip 6. This is a PDGA major for 2021, and we're watching the Ace Run Pro coverage here of the chase card. I am Holly Finley, joined with Rebecca Cox. Just kidding, you can tell that I'm Nathan Queen, but how are you doing, Rebecca?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited to see this chase card. I get to watch my team member, Sai Ananda, Team Latitude 64.
Yeah, joining her, we've got Hailey King from Discraft. Having a strong showing this year, already winning a couple national tours.
Next we have Sarah Hokom, Team MVP. Coming off of that walk-off ace.
Very nice. And then finishing up is one of my teammates, Ohn Scoggins, joining the tour a little bit this year, out playing some more.
Yeah, she's been doing really well. So it looks like Sai and Hailey are tied at 3 under. Sarah and Ohn are just a couple behind. And here we have hole 1, 315 feet. Everything that you're looking at right here is out of bounds. We have a creek to cross. If your drive does not cross that creek, you have to proceed to the drop zone. But you can, pretty much everyone in our division can reach this hole. Not to mention that the ground is pretty loose sand.
Yeah, 315 feet. This does play as one of the easier holes for the FPO division, as just under par. And like you said, the green is very sandy, so you can really throw something with some speed in there and it'll still sit down.
Second up on the box, also shooting a 3 down from West Bend, Wisconsin. It is Hailey King. Third up on the box, shooting a 2 down from Caldwell, Idaho. It is Sarah Hokom. And rounding out our 10-10 tee time, shooting a 1 down coming from Los Angeles, California. It is Ohn Scoggins.
I'm excited to watch these ladies play. This will be the first time that I've gotten to see Sai throw before.
Oh yeah.
All right, spectators, our tee box is live for the chase card. Our tee box is live for the chase card.
Yeah, Sai, I wouldn't call her a big arm, but she has very controlled drives and has a very smooth putt. It's that tree.
Yeah, smooth throw there. Heiser's just in time right in front of the tree, and she'll be about 18 feet or so.
Yeah,
maybe have to.
Shot.
Yeah, she might have to straddle just a bit around some trees. Hailey gonna see if she can follow that up.
Stay up, stay up. Okay.
Just a bit low and catches that log, but Hailey's got a good circle 2 putt, so she's still got a chance for the birdie. And Sarah going with the side arm.
Yeah, she didn't flip it over quite enough. At least not as much as I think she would want. We really want to be on the left side of the basket here. Not as many trees to contend with.
And Ohn forcing that one over a bit too much and doesn't quite make it inbounds. She'll be going to the drop zone, which is a runnable putt, but it's pretty scary. There's some trees in the way. Makes you have to throw it really fast if you want to make it.
Yeah. She gives it a little run, but look at all that sand there, just catches everything.
Sarah with the anti-float putt. Almost gets it far enough right. Had the right height. She'll have a tap-in par.
Hailey has a relatively clean look at this. Ah.
Just off to the left. Didn't quite commit. I'm sure there's some nerves going into the final round of the World Championships this year, but not for Sai. Starting off with a great birdie.
Yeah, she's got that putter dialed in on hole 1. hole one is one of those holes that's it's easy to birdie, but it's also just as easy to bogey if your drive is off, which can be frustrating because these are such gettable holes for us.
Yeah, for sure. So we see Sai taking a lead over Hailey on the card there. And moving into hole 2, 201 feet. All of this on this hole actually is inbounds before the creek. If you go into the water, then there is a drop zone. There's also OB maybe 25 to 28 feet behind the basket. If you go too long, you also go to the drop zone, which is about 60 feet or so.
Yeah, there are a couple avenues to reach this hole. It looks like Sai might be taking the down the middle route.
And this looks great. Just sneaks under the ceiling and she puts it inside the 18 feet or so log structure that they've built around this green.
Hailey going for the left side sidearm shot. I think she might have gone down the middle
moving
a
bit fast. It needs to stop. And does not quite stop. She'll be heading to the drop zone to try to save a par.
Yeah, this is where power control comes into play.
It's tough because the ceiling's so low. You want to throw it hard so you can make it through this small gap. But then you can't go too far. Sarah using a stable disc to be able to control the distance.
Your third sidearm on the hole. Get through it.
And
very nice.
Hits the line perfectly, skips up to about 6 feet. Should be a tap-in birdie.
Hailey from the drop zone.
And looks like a layup out of the hand, but from the reaction, it looks like she did mean to run that. Oh, and great putt from Sarah. I like watching her putt. She has a similar dropping pattern to my putt.
Yeah.
It's nice to see somebody else keeping it high enough.
Sai with another just smooth putt. She's been known to be able to birdie these first few holes right off the bat.
Yeah, starting well. 2 for 2. And 3 birdies on the card here.
Ohn with the tap-in birdie. And Hailey with that unfortunate bogey. So Sai Ananda is really just playing these holes really well. Next up we move on to our easiest hole, hole 3, 258 feet. The creek is OB, but doesn't really come into play unless your drive kind of drops. There's a couple of lanes to get to the basket. There's the backhand turnover shot, which seems more open, but it's kind of touchy. And there's also the the backhand hyzer on the right side, but that's kind of a low ceiling shot, and you don't really get a lot of skips with that sand.
Yeah, playing at 2.43 over a half stroke under par. This is one the ladies really feel like they need to get. And a great turnover shot from Sai there, just floating it in, making sure it doesn't dive over, and she'll have another circle 1 putt.
Sarah taking that forehand line.
Oh, this looks great as well. Hit it. Oh, it did hit it. What a great shot already.
She's
with an ace.
Just chasing aces.
Trying to get another one. She'll settle for the birdie though.
Dang.
And a similar line here, just a bit higher. Looks like it gets through into circle 1.
Hailey getting enough turn on that putter. Gets through those trees. She'll have a short putt for her birdie.
A little pinball action. Sneaks on up there. Everybody with the circle 1 putt.
Thank you.
And as we've seen from Ohn before, she's a great putter. And a great putt there to get her second birdie of the round. 3 for 3.
Oh yeah. She's not messing around today.
We're very close to a star frame here, which is what you expect to see from these top few cards when you are playing the easiest hole on the course. So good for the ladies. They showed you how to play it. Couple turnovers, couple sidearms, all going through the same gap.
Yep.
And here we are moving into hole 4, a 530 foot par 4 with a pretty small landing zone to actually have a good angle into the green. If you can get around the corner and have a straight shot, that's the best play. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to throw kind of a hyzer stand-up. Playing is one of the mid difficulties for the course, which is surprising. I figured this would be one of the harder holes. And the birdie streak may be in jeopardy. She catches an early tree and goes off to the right side.
Yeah, better be on the right side of this fairway than the left, though, I feel.
Yeah, she'll still have a chance for a par save from there. Sarah gonna be in a similar area, but not quite as far, I believe.
Ohn hitting the gap, going straight.
Yeah, and this needs to stay. That not skipping off to the left helped a great deal. I'm still not sure she'll have a great angle, but she is in a good spot.
Hailey going big.
And if this misses, these trees on the right. She's gotten a long way up the fairway.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what type of angle she has from there, but great tee shot to cover a lot of ground.
Sarah with kind of a funky lie, just trying to get herself up there. Gonna have another funky lie, I think. Yeah, so I was just looking to pitch out. She'll still be kind of tucked off from where she's at.
Yeah, I bet she was wanting to turn that over a bit more, and it just floated out on her. This elevation kind of comes into play when you're throwing a little touch shot. It's more stable than you expect it to be.
Yeah, and that shot from Sarah just pushed a little too far forward. She needed that to turn more.
And there we go. She's in the middle of the fairway now. Looks like she'll be playing for a bogey.
On with her second shot. Kind of pushes herself to the left side of that fairway over there. I wasn't expecting that.
She's going to have some trouble over there.
Yeah, Hailey's close to threes basket, I think.
It looks like she may have a line through there.
Oh, I don't even know. Did she hit a tree or a rock? I don't even know.
Catches something unfortunate there.
I think she was playing for the ground play there. It's good out by Sarah. She'll have a long look. Ohn with the patent pending. She wasn't able to get enough power behind that, but
yeah, good little flex shot from where she was at.
Yeah, it's not outside of her range at all, though. A little early release from Sai.
Oh, and that's going to leave her a much longer bogey putt than she wanted.
Good rollout, though.
Let's see if Sarah's able to save her par. Not quite. Almost had the height, but pulled it just a little off to the right. This looks like a tough putt here. She's got that leaning tree in the way. Kind of have to gonna hyzer it in.
Come on, come on. Oh!
Oh no. Such a great run.
That was for her three. Dang it.
But like we said, with the hole playing, good run there from Ohn too.
Yeah.
This is a pretty difficult hole, playing almost half a stroke over par at 4.36. So Hailey's still getting some strokes with the par on this one.
Yeah, and shout out to the 2 women who did birdie this hole, Valerie Mandujano and Jennifer Allen.
Nice, great threes, ladies.
Yeah.
And Sai giving back a couple of the birdies that she got already. Luckily, she's still got one left, and is going to try to get some back moving on.
Yeah, still at the very beginning of this round, lots of golf to play, so hopefully she can shake that off. Kind of puts a screeching break on your round, though.
Yeah, you gotta. That's one of the ones that's a little tough to shake off, but
yeah,
if you can get to the next tee and stop thinking about it, you should be good.
Yeah. Our next hole, just as tight as the previous one, hole 5, par 4, 450 feet. A little, not as far as the previous hole, but definitely similar shape. There's a landing zone if you can get up to the corner where that mando tree was, and you have a lot of trees to contend with your upshot. You can go for that backhand turnover shot or that forehand skip shot, but really you're just trying to put yourself in a good position from the tee. Well, Hailey looks like she's trying to go for it again.
And if this, I think that was a great tree.
Oh, see, she gets around that corner, but she just pushes too far.
Yeah, I was going to say it's moving a bit too fast, and I thought that tree was going to keep her back in the fairway. Ohn is going off to the right side as well. She's thrown a slower disc, though, so it does hyzer, and she'll have...
That's a great position to be in.
Yeah, she'll have a great look.
Pretty little prime line that she has there.
And like you were saying, this is a bit shorter, but this second shot with all the trees there kind of makes it a lot tighter going into the green, so I imagine it plays just as difficult.
Sai with that shot, it looked really great, but it just pushed a little too far forward. This is a very touchy landing zone here. Put yourself in the best possible position. Being in position, out of position is a difference of like 1.5 feet.
Yeah, and as you see Sarah slide just behind that tree there, that's about that 1.5 feet that she needed off to the left, and she'd have a much better angle than she has here. But she knows how to work that sidearm, and jumps up to that log. That's probably 60, 70 feet away still.
She'll have a look at birdie, but most likely be an easy par.
And Sai just kind of pitching up, trying to get around the first part of that gap. She'll have an easy little pitch up for a par there.
Ohn's up shot looks a lot more wide open. She skipped forward more than she did left or right.
Yeah, choosing that wide gap, you really have to have something fast that'll be able to skip. It's hard to skip on this ground. It's a little soft.
Hailey has to fight through these woods. I'm not sure if she quite made it out. Maybe made it to the edge.
Yeah, she'll be doing a bit more scrambling here.
I think she'll be able to make it up from there, though. Oh my God.
And hits the cage again, still trying to get a birdie.
Yeah. Hailey King growing up playing wooded courses, so she's no stranger to scrambling.
Yeah, Sai get up. She'll have a tap-in par here. And this hole actually did play easier than I was expecting for the ladies. It did play under par. So, great job navigating these woods.
Yeah. Just hits the band.
With the birdie look, all the confidence, making sure she had enough on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sarah with the par putt. Kind of got a little roll away with that layup shot that she had there. Hailey with the tap-in par, which is nothing to turn your nose up to after that drive.
Yeah, after 2 cage hits in a row for birdie.
My goodness. She wants it, you know?
So the ladies kind of evening out here. We've still got Sai one down, the rest of them even for the round. And that moves us into hole 6, which is an interesting hole. 324 feet. There's a high over that bush you saw on the left, kind of turnover shot that you want to flatten out and just kind of float. There's a straight gap that's better for a righty forehand, and then there's a low force over.
Hailey likes to take this middle gap.
Hailey taking this straight gap with the backhand.
A little lower, I think, than she wanted it to be. She usually airs it out a little higher than that. But
yeah, she's inside circle 2 there. Ohn also going with the straight gap. This is going to fade out early.
Yeah, she'll be out of position for the birdie from there, I think, but...
It looks like that is the cleaner side to be on, though. If you're on the right side, there's a lot of little trees that are tough to get through.
Sai choosing the high turnover shot, but it doesn't quite turn as much as she needs it to.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell where that landed, but she could be in a little bit of trouble over there on the left.
Yeah, that might have stuck closer to the hill than she would want there, but we'll see.
And this is, well, she's got it a little high. She was going for that straight gap with the sidearm. Oh, okay, it still got through even with the height. She's inside of circle 2 there.
Yeah, I like the height on it. I just wish she had turned it over a little bit more. Ohn pitching up for a par.
Oh, great touch there. Oh, she's got an open stance at least. This doesn't look like it's too troublesome. Yeah, she's able to pitch out pretty easily and get a par.
Yeah, giving that a little happy, I think.
So now we've got a couple birdie looks here. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, man. She kind of had to get real close to that tree, but what a great run.
So we were excited about the first 2 cage hits. That one's got to be starting to bother her a little bit now. And Sarah following suit, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sound starts to nag away at you a little bit.
Yeah, those are some long putts, though. It's a good hole to par. It's a pretty tough one to get the birdie on. As I said, it's kind of a strange line to hit.
Hailey getting some love from the crowd. Yeah, and these ladies are still sticking pretty close together. All right, moving on to hole 7, 345 feet. We're teeing from an elevated tee pad down to this basket that's pretty close to the creek line. There's a couple of different ways I've seen this hole thrown. Either the force over with something stable and let it come back, or just throw a straighter shot and hope it misses all of those trees. I mean, honestly, if you hit something early, you need to work pretty hard for your par.
Yeah, there's a pretty specific line here. And like you were saying, there's kind of a hyzer stand-up with something slower, or a flex with something stable.
I think that was a good log.
Hailey...
She almost went OB long.
Yeah, Hailey kind of chose in between that and threw a straight line with something faster, and she got lucky that the logs were there.
Yeah, that straight shot gets pretty dangerous with that water right behind the basket.
And although that looks like a decent shot for Ohn, she's in the middle of the fairway, but there is quite a few trees and small things to work around to get up to the green.
Yeah, so she got caught up a little early, lands to the left there.
And Sarah trying the hero shot here as a fellow left to right thrower. There's not a sidearm line here, so she's played a hyzer off to the right there.
Yeah, more of a position shot for her. She's just like, I'm not going to bury this hole. Got to get myself the par.
Yeah, and Sai's gonna have a really tough putt for par there. Yeah. She's got to deal with that down tree, go over, under, plus there's some other small leaves and twigs and stuff around there that she's got to go under.
Yeah, Ohn just turned that over a little bit too much.
Oh, and she definitely meant to be on the other side of that. It looks like she may have gotten far enough to the left side of the basket where that tree is a little less in play. It's a little lower over there.
Yes!
And there we go, Hailey.
She finally connects one. That's got to feel good. Run that back.
The spin putt coming from around the thigh area. So clean.
No cage.
Great putt. Yeah, making sure she got it high enough. Great putt from Sai as well. Not letting Hailey big putter. It always feels good to get a par on this one. So, you know,
Yeah.
Hailey feels great about that birdie.
I'm putting around this down log too. Whew, I can't even tell if she touched it. I don't know, but
I
it
think
went
she
in.
went under it.
I don't know.
Either way, great putts on this hole from these ladies to get the
Oh,
pars and the birdie for Hailey.
Yeah, very clean.
So through 7 holes, we've got 2 ladies, 1 down, and 1 at even. 2 at even, excuse me. And moving on to hole 8, 316 feet. Kind of the opposite of hole 7, where the best shot is going to be that left to right, or the sidearm for Sarah, and Ohn most likely the best way to get to the pin. If you don't keep it high enough, you hit that wall in front, and it's a very awkward throw from there.
Hailey making sure to hit this gap. That's
And this
a
looks
beautiful shot.
Yeah, this looks great. She's
up
off
there pin high, I think.
Yeah, past the wall, won't have the wall to deal with, and inside the circle, I think. Yeah, and pulled that just a bit left. We'll see what she's got from there. It's some places you land in there, you can have something, and other places you can have nothing about 2 or 3 feet off.
Side looked like she kicked to the right there.
Sarah trying to make sure she gets it high enough, doesn't quite get the power. I think she stayed far enough back of that wall where she'll have more of a traditional throw rather than
I don't think she's upset about that shot at all, though. She's still in a great position, not having to scramble for the par.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sai is kind of in jail-ish. She has kind of maybe right side.
Taking it out way wide.
Giving herself a look at it.
Ohn floats that one a bit too much. Gets some.
She didn't turn over as much as she needed to, but she got a little tree love. So
Yeah. Still in her range for par. Sarah showing some touch with that little sidearm there.
Ah.
Oh, that was so good.
Felt good out of the hand, but those leaves just didn't want it to go.
I know the feels. Two in a row.
Yeah, she's got that putter dialed in now. Fortunate bogey from Sai.
Yeah, so the tightness off of the tee on hole 8 showing itself a little bit today. But Hailey making a move 2 down through 8.
Yeah, being the only one to birdie that hole for the entire round. Moving on to our final hole with the front 9. Hole 9, par 5, 728 feet. The landing zone's right here by that Mando, and you really just want to stay on the left side of this fairway to give yourself a chance at the birdie, but honestly, this hole is very difficult. Even right off the tee, you really just want to put yourself on the right side of the fairway so you have a good second shot. Landing on the left side will make you too pinched. You know, Hailey can make it to the end here, but I think she just left it a little low. I think she's up by the drop zone, isn't she?
Yeah, that was some good ground play. She probably wanted to be a little bit further, but she stays out of the woods on the right, and she will have a good angle to throw a power shot.
And that's a great shot by Sarah, right down the middle. She'll have a pretty good look for her second shot, too. I think just being able to bite off a lot on your upshot, your second shot, is really key to getting the birdie here.
Yeah, anywhere off to the left, like you were saying, and you can't throw it far. Really, you're only throwing up to where that Mando is if you're too pinched off. Ohn trying to stay away from the left side, got too far right. If this comes back, this is looking pretty good with no skip.
That's an incredible shot from
Yeah,
Sai.
she's in a great spot there.
Ohn looks like she has an opening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right? Low skip shot.
I think that was good. That was around the Mando.
Sarah forced to do the backhand.
She might have been biting off a bit too much there and pinched herself off for her third shot.
Yeah, it's very easy to push too far forward rather than left where you want to be.
And Hailey in perfect position, ripping on one.
Mm-hmm. Exactly where she wants to be.
Oh, yeah.
Way up there on the left side of the fairway.
It's really open on that left side.
Mm-hmm.
And Sai maybe pinched off just a bit more than we thought.
But this is a great shot. If it makes it clean. I don't know. Did it hit that little...
It looks like it may have hit that last half tree there.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I thought it was going to get clean.
That was a great little standstill shot she threw there.
Mm-hmm. On with the forehand, taking the left side of that clump of trees.
Coming in late, but she's pretty close to the basket. She'll be able to pitch up, most likely, from there. And Sarah, taking that inside gap where she was pinched off at, gets over to the left side and will have a clean look into the green.
That should be fine.
Okay, so Sai did make it out of there.
Oh, thank goodness, yeah.
And it looked a little high, but it was great. Wasn't high at all. Threw it right into circle one.
Yeah, you really want to get past that hillside if you want to have a clean look at the basket. Sarah should have a relatively easy upshot here.
She might be trying to throw this one in.
Whew. Yep. Hailey with her third shot.
Eagle look? Oh.
Yeah, I think she was trying to run it a little bit.
She was trying to run it and has gotten a little more ground play than you expect on this green.
It can get scary kind of fast if you get too far past the basket. It doesn't happen a lot, but there is a little bit of danger. But she's fine.
Coming back for the birdie.
Mm.
And wanted the eagle just a bit too much. Is going to end up with a par here.
Great birdie from Sai. She played this hole really, really well.
And Sarah, after being pinched off of the tee and after her second shot, is still able to collect the par.
And having a little train toot in her putt.
Toot, toot.
Toot, toot. On with the par. Hailey probably not very happy about getting a par on this hole after her first couple of shots.
Yeah, two great shots to get up there. But still the ladies playing well. We've got 2 under par through the front 9. Sarah at even and Ohn just behind at +1. Moving into the back 9 where there still are some birdieable holes.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what these ladies do on the back 9, and thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Cox.
I'm Nathan Queen, and so make sure you subscribe to Ace Run Pro. Thank you guys for joining us.